I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be. Am I doing it or are you doing it? Oh, okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. It is the top of the hour and want to make sure that we honor your time. Thank you so much for joining us. This is actually an Isagenix IsaTools training. It's the first time I've said that correctly in the first 4 recordings I've done now. I just want to let you know that the way that Chuck and I got exposed to the IsaTools is when we were at the UK grand opening, and we both thought it was a great idea. When we came home, we immediately went to it and purchased it. I did not realize at the time, though, that you can purchase just the app or you can purchase the IsaTools Pro, which includes the desktop version. And I just immediately wanted the IsaTools Pro because I like doing work on the desktop because I can navigate around better, I can see things better. And Chuck immediately went to the app. And it wasn't until a couple weeks ago that I was actually training one of our people how to use the IsaTool training that we realized that there is a difference between the IsaTool app and the IsaTools Pro. So I got to know the IsaTools Pro, and Chuck knows somewhat of the IsaTool app, but we're going to have to learn a little bit more on that one. But I just want to show you how, if you don't have the IsaTools yet, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, here we go. You want to go to either your back office, hover over resources. You can go to IsaTools. There you can sign up for it and you can purchase it there. If you've only purchased the app, I'm just going to go ahead and say this up front. If you've only purchased the app and you see after this recording that you want the IsaTools Pro, which is the desktop version, you can come to the same place, resources, hover over, and go to Manage IsaTools Subscription. And I'll just show you here that this is where it shows you what you get with each one. And we never even went back here and looked at, that one only had so many things and then the desktop had more. And this is pretty much what I'm the most excited about is the coaching emails and the coaching notifications. And that's what you can get. It does look like, no, you can't send emails, but on the app, you can create your lead capture page, and you get notified when people go to your videos that you send out to them. And that's actually what Chuck does with the app, is he sends out videos and he does get contacted. And we'll talk more about that as I'm going through the features of the plan. But if you've only purchased the app so far and you decide that you want the desktop version, all you have to do, yours would say upgrade because we already have both. So if I wanted to just go back down to the app, it would be downgrade. The app is $9.95 a month, and to get both, it would be $14.95 a month. So you can also log into your IsaTools through your back office by going to go to IsaTools. Takes you directly to your IsaTools, or you can go to myisatools.com, and that will take you, and you would have to log in at that time. So I'm just going to go over pretty much, this is your desktop and what you see when you come into your back office. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to setting up your site, because you want to make sure that when you are sending out videos or using the autoresponder, that when people see what you send them, that it's got your information on it so they know who to get back to. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Setting up your site, this is your display information. It's going to be what the people are going to see. It's just your name and your contact information. You want to do a return address, because I've not actually gotten into this part where you can send people things. So I don't know if this is like if you send them a gift or something, I'm not really sure, but this is your return address. This is what your website display will look like, or what is going to be on it. And you can even, you could put a little bio on there, Chuck, of you. And there's a place where you can download a photo of yourself. Then under your notifications, this is where you're going to get notified when people actually receive the video or whatever it is you're sending them, an email. If they click on anything, you'll get notified, and you can actually tell them where you want to be notified at. We've actually put in 2 email addresses, so both Chuck and I get notified when someone comes to our site or someone's viewed a video, and you can actually tell the system what you want to be notified for. If a new contact registers or a lead on a lead capture page, you can be notified. If a contact returns to your site, if someone requests more information, or if you've actually created a to-do or an autoresponder notification. All of these give you a way to be notified, and you can either have an email sent to you, you can have a text sent to you, or you can do a push notification sent to you. There's also a way down here, whenever you see these send test emails, you can click on that and you can actually see what you would receive when someone actually does one of these activities. Whenever you change any of the functions in any of these areas, you want to make sure that you save notifications, and you'll get a little pop-up here that says successfully saved. On your lead capture, this is very important because this is when you send people your videos. You can actually have a lead capture page on there that does exactly what it says. It captures their information so that you have a way to get back in contact with them. I think it's automatically turned off because I did notice the first time I came on here it was off. So you want to make sure that you come to your lead capture and turn it on. It's going to capture their name and their email address. If you also want to capture their phone number or their mailing address, all you need to do is click on these and it highlights it, and then you remember again to click save. Your social networks. This is a way for you to share videos through your social networks and for people to be able to contact you with these social media. So you want to make sure that you put your usernames in any of the social medias that your contact or you're in connection with. So we've got our Twitter, our LinkedIn, our Facebook, and then down here is many more. Our Gmail, our Instagram, Skype, and if you're on any of these social networks, you want to put your username in there and be sure to click save. I know I'm going to say that over and over, but there's been many times that I've done things and think that they're changed and they're not because I forget to hit the save button. Your email server setting is automatically set to where it's going to use the IsaTools email settings. But if you want to use advanced email settings, then you would enable your advanced settings. And I'm sorry, but I have no idea how to do that. So more than likely, if you want to do that, you probably know how to do that. Your autoresponders. This is pretty awesome because it looks like, and I probably need to go ahead and call support and ask them about this, but it looks like if you send someone a video and they click on it and they don't even watch the presentation, somehow it captures their IP, whatever that address, and it starts sending them an autoresponder, and you decide what autoresponder you want to send them. The back office, or this part of the IsaTools, has these global campaigns already pre-populated in here to where you can just set it up for one of those. I actually made this one myself, Prospects for USA, and I put it on all of them except for if Chuck sends an ISA lookbook video out, then I put it on the ISA Body Challenge support drip. So you can also tell them how often you want them to be sent the autoresponders, or how often after they actually initially come to the video. And be sure and press your save button. Your other settings, these are just, I'm not really sure what this is about, the default area of focus, but we just put it on the ISA videos. Make sure that it's got your language and the market that you're working in. Make sure you press your save buttons. And then your mobile app access code. I just found this out last week. I tend to learn new things as each time that I'm training on this. Farmer John called and was having trouble logging into his app, and you do not use your password for Isagenix. You have an access code that you're assigned to once you purchase the app from the store. And if for some reason, I'm thinking that they send it to you in email. Do you remember how you got that? Yeah, Chuck got it through email, and since he was using the app on his phone, he just automatically put in this access code. So when you get the app, this is the access code. Like I said, you will receive an email also giving you that access code to get your app going live. So go back up, make sure that we've got, so the display information, that's your contact information, what's going to show on your website. Upload a profile picture. It's always nice to see a face with a name. Make sure that you update your social network, your notification. It's going to, that's when, how you'll be notified when people actually come to your site or they see one of your videos, and then your mobile app access. And you should only have to put this in one time, and then you'll have access to your app from then on out. Okay. Make sure my notes that I've gone over everything that I wanted to. Okay, we're going to go back to the dashboard. And the next thing that we'll go on is our contacts. And this is pretty self-explanatory. The first thing you want to do is start adding contacts. And the very first thing you want to do is you want to add your own name. And I'll show you why, because you're going to be a coach on some of these email drip campaigns that you're going to send out. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Just fill in the information, first name, last name, email, if you have a phone number. You can also put any notes, maybe where you met them or how you met them. You can actually create folders to put them into. So say you have a prospect and you fill in their names. You can actually, I'm not sure if it has one pre-populated. No. Okay. So if I'm making a new one, it'll say no results. If I start typing and it's coming up as one of my folders, it should list the folders and I can just click on it. But I'm just going to make one for prospects. Oops, where'd I go? Okay, successfully added contact, although there was nothing there. Okay. So this is not, I don't usually start right here, but you can add to a drip here, and I'll explain that more later. But this is where you can find the drips, email drip system. And then you want to make sure that you save. If you have more than one, like if you're going to put in someone in addition to yourself, you can hit save and add new contact. It'll just bring up a new screen to put that information in. If you only have one, then you just hit save. So then once you have your contacts put in, then you can click on manage contacts, or you can just click on contacts and it takes you to the same place. And these are all in here by their last name. So even though you see first name, last name, like Diane Williams, I would be under W. So let's see. This is where you can actually, if you click on this little green plus, it actually gives you a snapshot of the notes that you have on me, my address. Okay, my phone number is right here under phone and email. It's got the last activity that I did, and if I had any notes in that note box, I could see them right here, just a real quick thumbnail right there. If I click on my name, then it takes me to my actual information page where I can either edit my contact information, add or take out anything. I can actually put them into folders. I don't know if that automatically put that in hot due to the number of emails that I open, but since I'm in here a lot, it shows that I'm pretty active. So I'm going to go back and show you that you can import your contacts through CSV files or through your email contacts. There's different ways of putting contacts in. I will tell you also, though, if you send an email to someone and they click on it and fill out their information, they automatically get put into this system and you get notified. So, okay, our next tab here is prospecting. And this is what you're going to use. Yes, it's called prospecting, but I also use it to keep in contact with our associates, our team. And I'm just going to go down each one of these. The digital media is just huge. I mean, you have so much at your fingertips back here that you can send out to people. We've got videos, audios, images, PDFs, books and magazines, and the presentation actually all back here. I'll go through one by one just to kind of give you a taste of what's here. These are all the videos. And we've got different things here. We've got the thumbs up. I mark this because I've watched it. I know that I like it. I know that it's a good video that I'd be ready to send out to anyone. So I can let myself know that I already am familiar with this one. If I'm not familiar with it, say this one here, the profession for the next generation, I can actually view it by clicking on this icon right here. And you can actually watch the video and see if it's what you're looking for to send to your prospect. This is a way to share it via your social networks. So you can actually just post different videos on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your email, the QR code and the copy. I'm sure that this is just copying the link to where if you want to do your own email instead of through this system, the QR code. I'm not 100% familiar with the QR code. I did play around with creating one in the back office here, but that's something that we probably need to get some of the start group showing us how to do that. Go back to the digital media. I will allow for questions at the end of this recording. So if you do have any questions during the presentation, please just jot them down and I'll open up the lines at the end of the call and get any questions, see if I can help you. On the audios, it's pretty much the same thing, except of course you're just going to be listening to them and you can actually listen to them yourself. Oh, did I just do that? Or you can share them on your social medias. Oops, I'm there. Okay, images. Oops. Okay. For the images, my computer just got slow all of a sudden. Probably because I clicked two things at the same time. These are going to be images of the before and after pictures that you can send to people because stories do tell. We've got some encouragement. I lost the word. Motivational, thank you. Inspirational ones that you can send out. I sent out an email yesterday and asking if people really wanted to build their business, would they be willing to do 5 steps? And I put this little PDF in there. Your success in your career will be in direct proportion to what you do after you've done what you are expected to do. So you can see what it is that you're actually looking at to send out. Share it on your social medias. Like it if you know that it's one of your favorites. PDFs. These are great because these are like, I know on my prospecting campaign that I made up, I actually took this clinical research studies and just used that one day as one of the drips. And it is comparing the heart healthy diet to the Isagenix 30-day weight loss system. So same thing, you know, you can like it. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not tell you that when you're adding these to whatever you're wanting to send out, you have to click this little box and then it'll, okay. Maybe that's only when you select to add media. This must be just to be able to see what it is, what the different ones are. And I'll show you that when we're doing the click campaign. You've got books and magazines. I mean, there's just so much information back here that you can share. You'll never run out of any information to send prospects or your team just to keep them encouraged or informed. And then they've got the Isagenix presentation that you can also send to people. So that is our digital media. If you're into Twitter, you can actually set up auto post with your Twitter. These are ones that have actually gone out for us because I did actually get us set up on the Twitters, the tweets. You can tell them how often you want to have them sent out, and you can tell them how many generic posts you want sent out before you send out a company-specific post. Because this way, you're not just bombarding them with just your business, because you want to give them value in following you, and so you want to, or in encouraging them. So you can tell them how many generic posts to do before you send out a company-specific post. And that's how you set up your auto post, but then this shows you which posts have gone out, when they went out, what time they went out. And you have to go in and you have to authorize your Twitter app to do this auto post. And you can send a test tweet. Next, we have one-click emails. This is where you can actually just, if you want to send one person in your database and email, this is a great place to go to. There's a couple different places that you can actually go to send emails. But when you're sending the emails, you just click on who you're going to send the email to, and you can actually do more than one. So when I was doing one yesterday, say I'm going to send it to all of them. See how it populates all the people that you're sending it to? Or if you say, oh no, I don't want to send it to Chuck twice. That's interesting. I don't know why there's an X there. I thought I could exit out there, but you can't. So if you want to send them to these 4, you just pick your recipients, and you can actually jump around because it didn't actually have the people that I needed in a folder, so I went through the whole thing, so I know I've got to time management, get that straightened out for myself. But you can actually go to different letters and go through and click the ones that you want and continue your recipients. Okay, so then you're going to come down here, and there's actually email templates already populated in this back office. Just these right here. These are ones that I made up myself, but these are mainly for when you've contacted people or tried to contact people. You can follow up with an email. And so if you want a script that's already in here for yourself, already made up, you can just decide on that and actually see what it says. You can edit it, change some of the way the wording is if you don't like it, and just make sure that you save it. And you can save it as a template if you want to change the way that the template is in here. You can attach, just like we were showing you the digital media, you can attach files. Oh, wrong file. Okay, I'm sorry. I noticed that yesterday. I clicked on this. This is something that you can attach files from your computer or your files. But if you want to add what we were just looking at in the digital media, you come up here and you add media from the digital media that we have with the IsaTools. And so here again are all your videos, audios, images, and across. And the way that you do that is if I want to add this video, I click on the little box here, and then I click on Add Selected, and it put the video in first. If I don't want the video there, just do your cut and paste. Say I want it at the end. And there are my videos after my name. And then you can send the email straight from here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can actually preview the message beforehand. So this is what, when you send it out, it'll say, hey, and the person's name, because it was already pre-populated. And there's my video that I put in there. And this is the information that is at the end of each one of your letters. And they can contact you by phone. This is also where they can, okay, it's not going to let me do it on here because I'm just previewing it, but your email information is on your letter right here. And I'm sorry, but I can't remember what that one was. Okay, so I'm going to go back to, I want to show you one more thing. If, say, you're making up your own, so I'm going to take that to none. And why did that not change for me? Okay, let me start over there. And go back to the one-click email. A lot of this is just learning as you go along. So if I'm not going to do my own template, but I want to put in, okay, I'm making up my own one-click email. Okay, and I want to put their name in there. I can add custom data. So I can say, hi, and I come up here, add custom data, their first name, add first name, selected. Now this is going to be more for when you're going to be sending it to multiple people. If you're just doing it to one person, I wouldn't think that you would want to take the time to do that. We just put in their first name. But then you just come down here and you write your body of your letter. And then after that, if you don't want to sign your name, you can add your custom data. It already has their name, so you want to make sure you take that off, but you want to put my phone, my name, my phone, add selected. And I'll just let you know, like I showed you in the preview message, you do have some of that information right here, so you might not want to put your phone number there, but that's totally up to you. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to have it in a couple different places so that they do actually see it. So then, once again, you can save it as a template, or you can just go ahead and send email. Be sure to click the I agree to the anti-spam policy. This is just saying that these people have either opted in because they've looked at something that you've sent them, or that you already are in contact with them. And then you go ahead and send your email. There's a to-do tool where you can actually put things in here yourself. You can put tasks in here for you to follow up with. And once you click on complete, it actually goes away. Let's go through here. Or it shows your task has been updated. Next time you come through here, that won't be on one of your tasks. But this is just a way that you can go in and you can see what you've sent people. You can tell whether they viewed it or not. So if you follow up with them, you can say, hey, have you had a chance to look at the video I sent you? And you pretty much know if they've already done that or not. Here's your QR code builder that I was telling you that I was playing around with. So you can create what actually goes into your QR. And it is pretty self-explanatory. Everything in here is written out. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can definitely do it. But on this QR code I've put on here for Chuck's name and his email address, and you can actually create a label. Now, I don't know if this, I guess this could be for if you have flyers that you want to put on. People can actually use their phone if they have the ability to scan QR codes, and it automatically puts your contact information into their phone. I know there's probably way more uses for a QR code builder, but like I said, we'd have to get one of our people in our start group to explain that to us. I'm sorry that I'm saying that everyone's like that, but okay, your presentation builder. You can actually send your own presentation to your prospects or your team members. You can put together slideshows with videos to where they can actually just view this in the order that you put it. See, I'm learning something new. I'm wondering if you can actually create your own lead capture. Or maybe this is your lead capture. Okay, I've got to do more studying on this page. Okay, coaching emails and drips. This is what I am most excited about, the IsaTools Pro tools. Let me make sure that I've done this. I'm kind of just walking through this. Just want to make sure that I made myself some notes so that I could remember what to tell you. Okay, so these are all the coaching email and drip campaigns that are already populated in your IsaTools Pro, the desktop version. You're not able to do these on the phone app, and it's only down to here where when you start seeing these 4 icons, these are ones that I've either edited and it's made new ones. So these are all ones that I've done. So all of these are originals, and you can go into them and you can actually change them. But I'm going to show you the one that I send to everyone, no matter what they get on. If they just get shakes or whatever they get, I send them the 30-day weight loss system 2-day cleanse. It gives them so much information, and it talks to them also about the cleanse and why, what the cleanse does for them, why it does it, and I'll show you right here. If you click on this icon of the magnifying glass, these are the actual letters that would be sent to your contacts. They're already pre-populated with their first name and the subject line. But the thing that just really blew me away with this system is these right here, these hyperlinks. If you click on them, so this is a okay, that's not what I was expecting to see, sorry. Let me go back because I think I'm on the original one. I'm going to go to mine because I like mine. No, that's not right. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing my screen. That's the coach. Okay. See if I went to the right one here. Okay. Nope, I'm sorry. Going back. Where'd you go? All right. That is the one I was on. Okay. Go back again. Sorry. On these links, This is actually, you want to, as soon as you put someone in your system, as soon as you sign someone up and they become either a preferred customer or even an associate, you want to get them on this drip email campaign, because they're actually going to receive 2 pre product emails, and it's going to prepare them for what they're going to be seeing in the box and what they're getting themselves into, and encouraging them for making this incredible decision. And so maybe they've changed these links. It does look like they did change these. So, okay, so actually this is probably better, because this is going to actually show them the different systems that they can choose. This is different. I think they've just changed these. Okay. All right, we're all seeing this for the first time. So this is the weight loss. This is what I'm sending. Wow. Okay. This is what it used to send them to. It was a picture of what they were going to receive in their box. So now this just threw my whole presentation, because this is not what I'm used to seeing. But it does still show you that the hyperlinks take them to information that they can actually use and research on their own as they're preparing to receive their products. They've got the system guide. See if they did update this, because this was one. Hey, see, they did update these. Okay, so this is the simple guide that they're going to receive with their 30-day weight loss system. But it's great to have if they're only getting, if for whatever reason they're not getting the 30-day system, they can actually come on here and they can see what they're actually going to start doing once they get their box. And it talks about all the products. We've got inspiring stories, product training videos. All of these hyperlinks take them to where they can start getting themselves knowledgeable of the product and what they're going to be doing. And so it's a great way for you to get them going right away, and that you're not talking to, you can talk to them every day if you want to, but this is a great way to do it to save time for you also. There is one thing that I do want to make notice of, and that is something that I've learned from John Maxwell. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is a great system for you to be able to be in contact with your new people right away, and to start giving them information and resources that they can use. But this isn't to replace that with the personal touch. And the way that you're going to do that is by being a coach. And the coach will also receive emails. I'm going to show you some of these. So the first day, you're going to get, if you're the coach, or whoever you set up as the coach, they're going to get an email saying pre-product 1 of 3. So whoever your new preferred customer was, they get an email, and you as a coach gets an email, and it just tells you, congratulations on making the decision to train your new team member through the 30-day cleansing and fat burning system. I want to see if they updid it. Well, this one goes back to the, okay. Some of the hyperlinks I did find didn't go to the correct place, but most of them went to the correct place. But this is also a way for you to know, to remind you kind of what they're going through. So this is the beginning of an amazing transformation that will leave you and your new team member feeling more energized than ever. So you're getting emails, keeping your new prospect in front of you, reminding you that you want to be supporting them and encouraging them. And what I'm trying to do is, on day 3, when it says that they've received their product, I give them a call and ask them, hey, have you received your product yet? And either they have or they haven't. And then you set up a time, is now a good time to go through it. It really doesn't take a whole lot of time to go through the box, but it's just a way of letting them know that you're there for them, that if they have any questions, that you want them to feel free to reach out to you, that you're available to them. And so this is what I love about this tool, is that it's a way to keep your prospects in front of you, and to know what they're receiving and where they're at in the process. This is something that I tried to do in different businesses that Chuck and I have been in for so long, and it was just so hairy and so difficult for me to keep up with. But this has just streamlined it in a way that I love this tool. And another thing that the coach receives is a user message. And these are just 5 times that you're going to receive a message saying, hey, check in with your new person. And so that's kind of like your key to pick up the phone and make a call. You're not always going to get in touch with them. You may just get their voicemail, but you know what? Or send them a text. You want to try to reach out to them and let them hear a voice, because you'd be surprised. I am not a phone person. Chuck is definitely the contact person in our business. I love being behind the scenes and sending out the emails and being the data person. That's just the type of person I am. So picking up a phone and even doing this phone call or this recording is way out of my comfort zone. But for some reason, I made a decision that since I have this awesome tool that I'm using, I am going to be doing this. And when I call people, you can just tell in their voice that they so appreciate you reaching out to them and just caring about them and checking in on them. And, you know, honestly, I tell them, I don't know all the answers, but if you have a question that I don't know, I will get an answer for you and I will get back with you. And everyone that I've talked to on the phone is just very appreciative of my call. And I've had a few questions that they've had, and a lot of times I'll direct them to the product calls on Sunday night, which I think is an incredible thing to do anyway, whether they have a question or not, or whether, you know, if they've gotten started, if they have not received their products and it's close to Sunday, tell them about the product call. Tell them that they're going to learn, that they teach on how to do the cleanse days and the shake days, and there's an opportunity for you to raise your hand and ask a question if you have any questions, and then say, would you like me to remind you? And then make yourself a note on your to-do list. Or, I'm sorry, I'm still a paper person, so on Sunday I put send so-and-so the text for the Sunday night call so that they can get on and listen in and ask any questions that they have. So we'll get back to how you can actually set up these campaigns when I get to another part here. I'm just trying to get through the dashboard real quick. That was kind of a... Okay, let's see. Email scripts, those are pretty much what we had seen when we were doing that one-click email. These are ones that were already populated, and that was in the drop-down when we looked at the one-click email. These are ones that I set up myself, and I did this differently. I've actually done a couple campaigns. This one I did differently because I figured this way, if I want to create a different campaign and use some of these different emails, you can come in here and you can decide which ones you want to use. So I'll show you. This is one way that I set up a drip email campaign, is by making individual scripts and saving them that I can come back to and use. Or I can, if I know there's one in here that promotes like the next event. I know that I'm going to have to go in and I'm going to change that. So you can actually make your own email scripts, like I said, like I just did. I find it easier to create a script on your Microsoft Word, mainly because it'll help you out and let you know when you misspell something. Because I did try doing it in here and it didn't show me that I had misspelled a word. So if you're good at copying and pasting, that's a great way to do it. You want to save it as a title so you kind of know what the email is going to be about when you're going to use it in the future. Pick your language, your market. Like we could even do it. I don't really know. I guess if you had different markets, like I know some things are not available in some of these markets, so you may have to tailor your email script to different markets. Chuck was just telling me today that in the UK, they only have the IsaTools app. They don't have the IsaTools Pro yet. So, I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with that, but that just reminded me of that. So once again, you can add your custom data, put in your contact's name or your name and phone number. You can add the media. So you can make any kind of email script you want, and then you can save the script and they would be saved in the email scripts. Once again, your email serving setting, that's what we saw on when we were setting up our site. If you want to change your email serving settings, then you could do that here also. Just checking my notes, making sure that there's nothing that let's see. I encourage you to put yourself in to your database because you're going to be a coach. All right, let's go to my sites. Okay, this is the sites that people are going to see when you send your different links. And you have 3 different ones that you can do. That was what I need to go back and check on that one, creating presentations. If you can put your own presentation in here, which I guess you could. But these are just 3 of the videos that you can send in, and it's already pre-populated with your link. Our username is Team of Hope, so whatever your username is would be right there, .isalookbook.com. So you can actually, you can view these back here, see what it is that if you send someone this link, what actually that they would see. This one's got a lot of information in it too, just because there's different areas that they can click in. This is the one that Chuck sends a lot of people to, is the ISA videos. And this is one that you can, and I see that he has gone in and he's customized it a little bit more. So you can decide which which videos, that's interesting, that you want to put on this link that you send to people. And once again, these are just the videos that we saw in our digital media. You can view them to see if it's what you want. Or you can view them from this little plus. And this also gives you a little blurb about what the video is about. So as you add them, they'll go in the order that you click on them. So we already have Experience Isogenics, the 100-Pound Club, Why Isogenics. If I want to add this one, I would click here and it automatically goes over there. If I want to take it off, I just click the X. So when you review and save, these are the videos that you select for this link that you want to, when you send out to people, these are the videos that they're going to see. Save your changes. You can share it on your social medias. And you can view what it is. So we do have our lead capture page set up on this. So once they fill out their information of their name and email address and phone, if we request that, then it'll direct them to this page. And these videos will just play one right after the other once they click on. I say that and I'm not 100% sure of that. I don't know if they have to click the next one or not, but these are the 3 videos that Chuck has decided that he wants people to see when he sends that video. And it has your information up here. Let's see if there's a, okay. In the same way with the Start Your Life magazine. I'm not 100% sure how you can customize this because it only has the one default. But this is what the Start Your Life video looks like. You can click on any one of these and these have more information in them, more videos. And if you click here, this just gives them your contact information where they can reach out to you, but it also sends you a notification that they did ask for more information. Okay. If you're a person that likes to look at stats, there's a place here for my site statistics. Shows you how many videos have been, how many clicks have been, how many emails you've sent, how many videos have been viewed. Can actually keep track of the videos that you send out, which ones are the top viewed. And then the last tab, My Business. You can actually, they offer you a web conferencing start meeting. It's kind of like GoToMeetings or kind of even what we're on now, isn't it? Yep. So if you want something like this on the side for your business, you have an opportunity right here. They also offer you a deductor, which is a type of QuickBooks or a way to keep track of your business expenses. And then they also have the shop tools, which is sound concepts. Just choose which market you're in. This is where you can get your business cards and any other custom print that you want. and tools that you use for your business. So we'll go back to, where am I going back to? I'm going to go back to our context and just show you really quick how to get someone set up on an email campaign. And I'm just going to, I'll use Chuck here. Click on their name. And right here where you see the coaching email or drip campaign, you can choose what it is you want to send them. So I do the 30-day weight loss system 2-day cleanse. It shows that it's going to start sending out emails today. I didn't change my calendar. Today. This is where the coaching is so important. I mean, even if you have someone who doesn't have the IsaTools Pro tools and you know that they brought someone new in, you can talk to them and say, hey, I'd like to get them on this system until you get set up on your own system, just so that they can start getting the emails, start getting resources and encouragement in their what they're going to be experiencing with their products. And so you could put them as the coach as long as they're in your database. You have to make sure they're also in your database. So I'm just going to put my name, pulls up me. So I'm now the coach. I'm going to start receiving messages, and it's going to say, hey, Chuck just got this email from you, and those are also going to go out today. I'm also, as the coach, going to be receiving notifications to actually reach out and make a phone call or make an appointment with Chuck. And these are going to start, they usually start a couple days after. But go ahead and save your information, and then your new prospect, or even I've sent these to a lot of team members because they want to see what the emails look like. Just save that, and they start receiving those emails. So I feel like one more thing. This is kind of like a snapshot of everything that I just went through, just that you can do it from here. Like you can add a new contact straight from here if you want to share one of the videos or articles or an image, or send a presentation, or give yourself a to-do list. These 5 check marks here are what you want to put as a goal to complete 5 actions every day. So if you add a new contact, or if you share something with a new contact, you'll get a green check. And so you can kind of gives you a view of what you're doing daily. Your to-do list over here, this is where I thought that if I clicked on it, it goes away. There you go. So if I did that, then it goes away. Once again, here's your quick links. And a couple more things here. Your profile, if you want to update your profile. Oh, I almost forgot this. I need to put that in my notes. Sorry about that. Okay, what's that? Okay, here's you can update your profile from here if you need any changes. But this is something that I just found out, like, I don't know, the second or third time that I was teaching on this. I had no idea what this was about. Join a team. So I was wondering if there was a way for, like I said, I created my own prospecting email drip campaign. And so someone wanted to use it, and I didn't really know how to do it. And I was searching around here. If you join a team, okay, first of all, if you want people to share or if you want to share your information with other people, you have to set up a team site, a team setting. So you just create your own team access code. And ours is Team of Hope with no spaces. I save the code, and that's now my team access code. So when I'm talking to one of my affiliates that has the IsaTools Pro, and they want to see some of the campaign email that I've created, they can actually go here and join a team, put my team access code in here, and join the team. And Farmer John did say that he joined my team, and he actually did see my prospecting for USA emails. So it does work. I still haven't. I was going to go to Jessica's back office and see how that worked, but I've not seen it myself. But this is a great way for you to share emails. In fact, I'm going to get with Patty and talk to her about some of the scripts that are on Be Set Free Life, and see about doing something like that too. Your support system, you can contact Sound Concepts either by email or phone call. They do have times for the phone call. And you can also submit questions, concerns, suggestions, international support, or other. I know when I first started looking at the emails that were in here, and I noticed that a few of the links were not going to the one that they needed to. I would come in here and I would I was kind of crazy. I was doing it on everyone, and they're like, "Okay, we hear you, we hear you." So said sorry, got carried away. What's that? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and open the lines. Oh, okay. How do I do that? Okay.
All right, this is Chuck. Wasn't that great training? But if you're like me, your head's spinning in circles right now. She gave you so much information. So let's all give her a big round of applause, first of all. But I got Versal Shaw on the line. Versal's one of our key up-and-coming superstars on the team. Versal, you were the first person she trained on IsaTools, and it's about 100 times more complex now than it was then because she's learned so much in the last 3 weeks. So don't think you have to learn everything she learned. You got to do two things. Number one, sign up for it. You go into your back office like she told you, and you just sign up for IsaTools if you haven't done that already. Number two, just start doing something with it. I went out there, and as a novice, I started using the app. So I installed the app on my phone. I just started using it by sending some videos. I didn't even know some of the things she was teaching all of us today. You don't have to know all that to be successful. This is like a brand new Ferrari in your garage, and we're all out there not knowing we got a tool like this. So we just really want to expose everything to you. It's been recorded. But Versal Shaw, let me find you on here. Give a quick testimony about how you've been using it. I know you're super excited about this tool. And go ahead, unmute yourself, and let's hear it from Versal Shaw.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. First, I would like to say thanks to Diane and Chuck for actually doing this. It's, you know, IsaTools is a phenomenal piece of equipment and technology that we have at our disposal. You know, and if I take it that everyone that's on this call is really into growing their business. So if you're really into growing your business, then it's very important that you just get the IsaTools Pro. I started off with the IsaTools app, and you know, after speaking with Diane, she's like, "Oh, there's so much more you can get with the Pro." So I signed up for IsaTools Pro. It's only a few bucks more, and like I said, if you're really serious about growing your business, IsaTools Pro is the way to go. And you know, for me, it just has grown my business exponentially, not just from the campaigns and the different things, but it holds you accountable. I use the 5 actions a day tool, and it's phenomenal. I mean, you can get on there and, you know, okay, this is an action. I contact that person. So it kind of, for busy people, it kind of holds you accountable to actually being able to succeed and progress in your business. So again, I can't stress enough that using IsaTools Pro has really been a game changer for me personally, and I'm sure it will be for you guys as well. So again, I would just like to say thanks to Diane and Chuck for really putting this together and teaching everyone how to use it. And again, just get on there and play around with it. You know, check out the different aspects. You can't do anything wrong. I mean, if you send out an email to someone that you need to, just apologize. But it's just really an easy tool just to get on and just play around with it, because like Diane's doing, she's learning something new every time she gets on. And so it's awesome. So I really stress to get on IsaTools Pro and build your team. So again, thanks everyone for listening, and back over to Chuck.
Thanks, Versal. And for sake of time, what I want you to do, if you've got a question about today's training, just send Diane an email. Her email address is real simple: thinkaboutgod@gmail.com. Thinkaboutgod@gmail.com. She'll answer you. She'll copy Mark so the whole team can get access to it. And she does this training every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And so we'll open up to the whole team every Saturday. She's been doing this for the last several weeks, and Patty found out about it, wanted to make it available to everybody. So Diane said, okay. She really stretched her comfort zone. It was really awesome to see her expand her wings today. But she did not know all this when she got started. We started just learning a little bit, and she's adding knowledge each time. So the thing I'd recommend you do is sign up for it, start using it, and immediately start teaching your team how to use it. And you'll learn so much more as you do that. So thank you so much for being here. Again, just send your questions to Diane for sake of time. Thinkaboutgod@gmail.com, and then she'll answer you directly, and then we'll also make those available to Mark and Patty and Herb. What I want to close out is I want to see all of you in Charlotte in November. So if you're on this train on a Saturday, you're obviously serious about your business. These tickets are going, if they're available by Sunday night, it'll be a miracle. So get your tickets now. Last week I bought 5 extra because I know people are going to be joining my team between now and November. So let's sell this out and let's see everybody in Charlotte in November at the Express University. So thanks to Patty and Herb for paving the way. Diane, thank you for stepping up and making this train available. God bless you all, and we'll see you in Charlotte.